Major General Choti Kanusi Konrodi, the Whitten family,
the Managing Director of Rosie Travel Group, Mr. Tony Whitten, and your good wife and Bridget. Pastor Thomas Harris. The directors, senior managers of Rosie Holiday, and the team from Rosie Events. Our chiefs and the men and women of the Banova Turaramandi Dolgana. The choir master and the choir from Otoka was told, Nawale Goyaro ceremony. Members of the media, ladies and gentlemen, assembled for a very good morning to you all. Nawale Pastor Thomas, thank you very much for your spiritual reflection and biblical reference to the storehouse. We learned a lot this morning. Now, you were talking about a piece of real estate on earth that I spent a lot of my time as a soldier trying to bring peace to that part of the world. Sadly, as we sit here and as we celebrate the opening of this great warehouse, there's still conflict. And it's quite sad. But let's hope and pray that eventually peace will come to that part of the world. When you mention Zion, I can visualize another whole area. I couldn't find where Joseph had his warehouse, but I walked over that piece of real estate a couple of times in the past, and I spent more than 20 years of my life as a peacekeeper in that part of the world. I also wish to thank the Whitten family. Initially, thank you for kindly inviting me to officially launch your new product. Now, sitting here watching that short presentation, just coming through from the ground floor up to the third floor, I'm very impressed. You've done a great job in turning this building into a warehouse where you're going to keep all your stores required for the promotion of your work. And I'd like to acknowledge and thank the team for the effort you put in to transforming this building to what it is now. In 2017, I had the pleasure of meeting the lady of whom this warehouse is named after, Rosie Whitten. Now, the occasion was the investiture ceremony for the 2016 National Honors and Awards recipients when Mrs. Whitten was awarded the Oxford Award of Fiji, an honor bestowed on individuals for their distinguished service to our beloved nation. I was told that Mrs. Whitten started a tour company in 1974 with her husband, Mr. Ray Whitten, with only 2 drivers, who come a long way. That venture has grown to become what is now a multi-award winning company in excellent delivery and equipped with a range of transport services, among others. Now today, ladies and gentlemen, Rosie is the most awarded and recognized travel brand in the South Pacific. It is an iconic multi-million-dollar travel group that spans the globe, providing employment to over 600 people. I'm interested in that because as a former Minister of Employment, I've been trying to get jobs for a lot of our people. Interesting statistics. I didn't know that when I was a minister. Now I know. It is Fiji's largest travel company and operates a diverse portfolio of tourism investments, including transportation, inbound tourism, retail travel, overseas wholesaling, and hotel resort ownership and development. That's a lot. In over 44 years since its establishment, and true to the Fijian-made branding, the company is impressively still 100% Fijian-owned family business. Well done. Now, the name is synonymous with everything that is wonderful about the brand Fiji. I understand that Mrs. Whitten is now in Australia as part of her annual medical checkup, and I wish her good health and continued prosperity. Our prayers and thoughts are with her. Now, ladies and gentlemen, Fiji's tourism industry contributes about 30% of the Fijian gross domestic product, most of you know, and substantiating the importance of the industry to Fiji and the Fijian people. Now, one only has to look around the Nadi vicinity, including off-island destinations and the Coral Coast, to witness the growth of tourism evident in new resorts opening and the increased number of Fiji Airways flights to key destinations. Now, this is complemented by other international carriers arriving and departing at the Nadi International Airport. I'm so happy to see. Very impressive, the opening ceremony. Now, the Fijian government is committed to raising Fiji's tourism standards and continuing to increase visitor arrivals and foreign exchange earnings. Now, an allocation of about $99.3 million was recently announced in the 2018-19 national budget for the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism, of which about 46% is allocated or earmarked to the tourism sector. This is a big increase from when I was the High Commissioner in Canberra, trying to sell Fiji. So good to see some old faces in the audience. Luisa knows all about it. As a team, we were trying to get the industry to the $1 billion mark, and we're targeting about 500,000 visitors. But the rest is history. Now we've surpassed that. Well done and congratulations. Excuse me. Now, to foster the sustainable development of this crucial economic driver, the Fijian government, through the Ministry of Industry, Trade and Tourism, is constantly engaging with industry stakeholders. And I'm glad to see someone right here, including Fiji Airways, to have more source markets for our tourism arrivals. Now, Fiji receives the largest portion of visitors to the Pacific, as you know. In 2017, about 39.4% of all visitors to the region came here, to Fiji. Now, ongoing initiatives involve expanding international marketing programs to maintain Fiji's strong position in the global tourism industry. Now, Tourism Fiji marketing run continues. Global branding initiatives in target markets to ensure that Fiji remains a top tourism destination and maintains its growth in the tourism sector. Well done to everybody. Congratulations, Navajo. Now, in addition, Fiji is hosting of several international sporting events, such as the Super Rugby Games, the Fiji International Golf Tournament, among others, leverages Fiji's image as a sport tourism destination, and the broadcast of these international events to viewers around the world, showcasing Fiji's profile as a premium sporting destination. And I think we can expect more of this in years to come. But thanks for all of those of you who had something to do with the initial efforts to try and attract more professional athletes into our shores. Now, at this juncture, it is only appropriate that I mention Fiji Airways' introduction of 3 flights per week between Narita in Japan and Nadi, which commenced just 3 days ago on the 3rd of July. My ADC reminded me that his wife is on a flight coming back. I think it's tonight or tomorrow. Tomorrow. We have a vested interest in the company because I've got the son who's still flying one of your jets, but anyway, that's another story. So we're back to Narita. The introduction of these flights will increase the traffic of Japanese holiday makers and business visitors to our shores, Navalehu, Fiji Airways. I think we've got some representatives from the airline. I'd like to have a private chat with Henri afterwards, just to congratulate the man and his team for their hard work. Now, the upgrade of our international airport, which was officially opened last month, as we've seen in by the Honourable Prime Minister, along with full service destination management companies like Rosie Holidays, will augur well for the growth of the industry. Now, in 2017, last year, over 2 million passengers came through our international airport, and that number will continue to grow, no doubt. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the benefits for the influx of visitor numbers are not limited to the people who own tourism-based businesses or the growing number of people directly employed by them. They also filter down to market vendors, taxi drivers, our traditional craftsmen and craftswomen, and other auxiliary services. I'm informed that the Fijian tourism industry is growing faster than the world average of about 3.9%. In 2017, despite our challenge with cyclones, including Tropical Cyclone Winston, the strongest cyclone to make landfall in southern hemisphere a year earlier, our visitor hours grew by about 6.4%. Now, the Fijian government has also set the target of growing the tourism industry into a 2.2 billion industry by 2021. However, with the current growth we're experiencing, and tourism landings currently sitting at about $1.8 billion of money, we expect to achieve this target well before 2021. Congratulations, I hope this happens for the sake of our country. For a small island nation like Fiji, this is quite impressive and a very ambitious targeted outcome. But I have no doubt, Pastor, with God's help and guidance, we will achieve that. And thank you for your prayer. But there is always room for improvement. We must continue to capitalize on opportunities and meet changing market demands and standards. And we must continue to ask ourselves the following questions. The first one is, how can we get our visitors to stay longer, thereby spending more, hopefully? How can we attract tourists from international markets? How can we target new market niches that can deliver visitors who will spend more than our normal leisure visitors? 3 questions, and I leave that with the experts. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the answers to some of these questions are possibly inside this warehouse today. As Rosie Events partners with our national airline, Tourism Fiji, and the hotels represented in this room to attract more high-value spenders in the niche meetings, incentives. Oh, these are the mice. I learned something new today. Conferences and event space, or as often referred to as the mice market. That's it. No. So it's not the club. No. Now, this new warehouse will soon be full with over 250,000 items and props that Rosie Tours deployed as part of the event theming and management services in partnership with the major conferences hotels. It's a lot of items. So I'm glad that we have this big warehouse. Now, what you told legit. Now, Rosie Events provides event management, styling, entertainment, off-site theming, team building, and trade displays for the overseas MICE business, as we all know. Now, Fiji always brings in these big groups. Now, Rosie Holidays manages the ground logistics and events. A lot of work. And partners with the hotels to provide accommodation and meeting spaces. Now, ladies and gentlemen, this $5 million investment sends a clear signal to the international markets that Rosie Events is serious about delivering world-class event solutions to international professional conference organizers. And I'm happy to note that it's not only restricted to the hotels and the tourism industry. Now, while Fiji is famous for families and honeymooners, 2% of our total visitors to Fiji come as part of the lucrative MICE market. Now, Tourism New Zealand recently undertook an economic survey on the MICE market and established that MICE visitors, on average, spend 3 times more per day on accommodation, food, beverages, and excursions as do normal leisure visitors. Interesting. Now, it is this market that Rosy Events is now targeting. Not only is this segment high spending, but these global brands, when coming to Fiji, always mandate a particular day when they visit the community, be it a school, orphanage, village, or hospital, to serve and give back to the community. In talking to Mrs. Bridget Whitten this morning, I understand that in the last 5 months, over $200,000 has been donated to schools and local communities from these major global brands. How about you? Congratulations. Thank you. It is these values that continue to elevate tourism as a vital industry for our beloved nation, a force for good that can improve the social and economic well-being of every Fijian. Now, this $5 million investment today will also provide 10 more new jobs and trial for the very first time a new inventory management system that will be located in the cloud. We're going to talk to him. We'll come and talk to you after this. Every item in this warehouse, whether in stock or out in the field, will be tracked by an online inventory system easily accessed on any device or smartphone. Gee, technology will come a long way. I wish I had this some years back, trying to account for everything that the military had. So, give me. Now, such innovation and investment of this scale might be expected of a major hotel chain or international investor. But it has come from 100% Fijian-owned company by the Whitten family. Congratulations, well done. Tony.
Thank you for accepting our invitation to